Right then. 11th of June 2024. The song is Raise Hell. That's what I'm getting. So somebody's got to raise hell. We've got Manners, Mankind, I believe. So it could be a global thing. Raising hell. I've seen a lot of that lately. 9th house of Sagittarius. Oh, and there's the raising hell. Uranus. Revolution, rebellion. And the home and family life. So it might be closer to home with family, kids, whatever. So, rebellion, revolution, genius, which is what we forget about with Uranus. Also in this deck it's the number 9. So that makes sense. So raise hell. Today's card is the Justice card. Maybe if you raise hell, you're going to face some retribution in the courts. It's legalities. Oh, just a minute. So today's astrology then, June. Tuesday, June the 11th, Venus sextiles Chiron, a healing day on which you can find common ground with someone special, especially if you've argued. Just avoid sensitive topics and be tactful, otherwise it might start again. The moon is in Leo. So what should we go? Somebody raising hell. So maybe you did it yesterday and now you're having to face the consequences. It's fairness, justice. If it was fair, don't back down. That's the thing. If it was fair and just what you said, then leave it where it is. Don't back down. Libra energy, there it is, and it is fair and just. So whatever happens, it's fair and just because somebody's been lying. Probably about material things because there's greed there. Well, we're starting off with a very unsettling atmosphere and situation. That's not good, is it? So we've got the three nouns, the fates. Somebody's not invited. Somebody doesn't feel included. There's a third party, perhaps, but that could be anything coming between you and what you love. It could be work, by what I've seen so far. It could be kids. It could be anything, but something's getting in the way. Probably because somebody's impotent. They feel like they're unable or unwilling to take action. There's no passion in this. And it could be for a marriage, it could be for school, it could be for study, it could be for religion. There's lack of faith in yourself and others, and lies being told. The name Simon Peter and the loss of keys. Teachers, institutions, your upbringing. And the 10 of yesterday is now in the reverse. Luck has turned because something that happened, possibly this raising hell, because somebody's being greedy, somebody's chucking themselves into work, or there's health issues, something to do with the abdomen, the intestine. So we've got the 9, 27, 10 and the 11. 9, 10, 11. So run up to today. There's 2 dogs, 2 people born in the year of the dog, or 2 pets. There's 2 snakes, 2 people born in the year of the snake. Somebody is not following the true path. They aren't going within, possibly because of health issues. They're not feeling very spiritual because of the lies. So losing your faith or losing your compassion more than anything, I think, because they don't deserve it. We've got 2 rejections of new beginnings there. Today's card says justice will be served, but this is a dark. Can you see all the dark? The faith is on the other side of this, because somebody's been found out for their lies, unfortunately, and now you're trapped in a mental prison and you can't stop thinking about it. A lot of swords. There's no passion. It could be physical impotence, mental impotence. If it's lack of passion in a marriage, that could be because of the third party, but that's just, it doesn't necessarily mean there's another person. It could be that work gets in the way, health is getting in the way, there's nothing there, but somebody's been lying about it. So now they've been found out, I'm afraid. Issues with the neck and throat and the abdomen, the intestines, if it's health issues. Someone's been hurt, someone's been damaged. And now we've got legal matters. You can't sit on the fence about this anymore because you've found out. So lovers left the building. There we go, Pisces. Somebody's the victim or the martyr doing things they don't want to do because they think they're going to gain from it. They won't. Now another sword. So the truth, sarcasm, blunt conversations, but the truth is coming out. Somebody's been watching you, I'm afraid, and you've been found out. Could be a sportsman. So the home and family life in the dice, and here there's something wrong. Home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. There may have been someone who's needs to do repairs and they haven't been done. Something's amiss in the home. Celebration called off and legal matters again, but it does say that there will be a fair and just decision. So it's the right decision. Legal matters, make the right decision. Yeah, father figure, head and face injuries, government officials, bosses, princes, kings, presidents. lack of self-esteem on your part, maybe. A lack of successful new beginnings. Aries energy. It is their way or the highway. 431. Negative energy. The Emperor's new clothes. They're being called out for the fakes that they are. Yeah, third party again. Confused mind. Heart issues. Minor surgery. Mental illness. Heartbreak, sorrow, loss, separation. And it may be legal separation. Somebody feeling a lack, having their... so it could be a divorce, because we've got their end to marriages and friendships. Your finances are halved, and it's because possibly of medical issues. So you may have had a lot of time off sick. So this chapter has to end so that you can create something new, begin again, bring this to a successful conclusion in the courts. There is some fond memories of the past, nostalgia looking back. So rose-tinted glasses aren't going to help in this situation now. Oh dear. So the only way for you to travel to the object of your desire, be it person, things, or events, or it may be something about inheritance, for you to achieve this is to go to court possibly, or be fair and just about it. Don't seek revenge, whatever's gone on. You still have to be fair, because the repercussions later on, it's just going to get messy. So be fair even if they haven't. Have the moral high ground. Yeah, there it is again. Feeling like there's a hole in the pit of your stomach. A lack. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. And it's talking about the stomach a lot, so it's something's made you sick to your stomach. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. So we're going to have to leave some behind, I'm afraid. There's no equal reciprocity here. But the nightmare will be over. No more sleepless nights. Bring it to a conclusion in a fair and just way. And fill your own cup. Begin something new. Spirit are giving you a gift there that you are going to take of happiness. Your cup will be overflowing with love for yourself and others. So make the right choice. That's brilliant. Adam, Eve, Lily, the snake again, the Gemini, Cancer, Cusper, 6 or 24, absolutely beautiful. Children, siblings, something or someone from the past. Someone making the right choice for them. Don't act in haste though, or you repent at leisure. The Sagittarius energy we've got there. You've learned the hard lessons. You've overcome the addictions. It's now time to come out stronger on the other side. Finish this chapter. Rise like the phoenix from the ashes. The number 20. And there is Manas. That is on the rune. Manas. Joshua and the walls of Jericho. Use your voice. Raise the vibration. That's what brought the walls down. And then you will have a new home, a new life. You'll be able to celebrate, possibly an occasion like a wedding or something like that, because you're not going to be apathetic anymore. You're going to fight for what you want. So there's the fighting for what you want. Rebellion, revolution. So Manas, mankind. There it is. The letter M. Manas is the rune of humankind, and its variant name Man should not be taken to mean that only the male gender are referred to. On the contrary, both men and women, all of the family of humankind, there's the family. In runic tradition, one of the main traits of humanity is the faculty of foresight. Thus, the symbolism of Manas is enriched by its identification of the keen-eyed hawk. So Scorpio and Aries. In terms of vegetable kingdom, the rune associated with the ash and the elm. So the ash is Pisces, Aries, Cuspa. And the elm isn't there, so we have to look that one up. The first humans were fashioned from the wood of the ash and the elm tree. Although any myth that relates to doings of humankind can be said to be relevant to this rune, the acts of Heimdall, the god who stands between, stayed overnight at in the Watchmen. 3 different married couples. The married couple there. In each case, he slept with the host's wife before moving on, so an affair. Fullness of time, 3 sons were born to this woman. The first was named Thrall, the second was named Kyle, so the name Kyle could be important. The third, Jarl or Earl. These 3 men were regarded as being the ancestors of the 3 classes of Nordic society. Earl being the first of the nobles, Kyle the warrior, and Thrall the progenitor. Kyle is the warrior there. Thus Heimdall or Rigger became the ancestors of humankind and was the first god to pass on the knowledge of the runes to this mortal offspring. Further in the story, slightly, Jarl was said to have been the father of Konor, the first king of Denmark, so there may be some news from Denmark. The appearance of man as always relates directly to the person who was asked the question. It is about status and the way that others tend to perceive you. It also serves as a reminder that we are all products of our experiences, the upbringing, and the lessons that you've been forced to learn. It serves as a reminder that we are all products of our experiences and urges you to take a good look at your own conduct before you go criticising others. What did I say? The rune may well have further implications. It can reveal that you've been deluding yourself and that you're not the person you thought you was. So some Christians say they're Christian but pass by a beggar on the street when they go to church. So when this rune is prominent in your reading, it is time for a reassessment and an examination of your motives and aims. You need to go within. Equally, the motives of others should come under scrutiny. You should ask some searching questions before you commit yourself to anything binding. Manas is not a rune of haste, so don't act in haste. You'll repent at leisure. Weddings may be called off until a later date, till you get the facts. Manas is not a rune of haste, so if important decisions are to be made, take your time. Consult a trusted advisor who has no personal interest, so maybe legal advice in this situation, and wait to see what develops. Legal affairs and far-reaching decisions are likely. Yes, there we have it. Justice. When this rune is drawn, but there's no reason to panic. If you slow down and look within yourself, it is likely that you will find the right solution. When this rune is inverted, you must be aware that someone close bears you ill will. Manas usually indicates an enemy, but this is not always so. For instance, some readers suggest it can denote male homosexuality, so it's Pride Month, or the nervousness and lack of courage that results in a life blighted by an overly strict father. There he is, highway or the highway, or authority figure. So, problems at home with dad then, or in your life previously as a child. May have been very close as a child and now you don't want to rise like the phoenix because you're frightened of what dad will say. That's just one scenario. The 9th house is about study. It's about learning hard lessons, overcoming addictions. Hips, thighs, universities, publishing houses, newspaper offices, foreign shores. The colours green and white. So the crown chakra, which is Aries, and the green of the heart, which is the minor surgery a bit. Higher learning, philosophy, distant horizons, ethics, your visions, your beliefs, your religion, long journeys, in-laws and foreign affairs. So Cancer, rebelling, they are a cardinal sign. Uranus in Cancer. This placement seeks emotional independence from family and needs to break free from caring for others. It may be emotionally unstable or erratic. So once we kick off, everybody knows about it. Blimey. Because as you know, I'm a Cancer. The Grand Cross, you're being provoked. So this isn't just some blowout that came out of nowhere, that you've been provoked. And 4 and 7 is 11. So it could go to legal matters, like I said. Someone's being provoked. Extreme provocation. So watch yourself, don't bite. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. Somebody has been blind, but now they see. Somebody's been found out. It's tension. Pressure to grow and exceed the limitations put on one's path. It's very rare and it's the most intense of all. The 4 seasons, so it may take a year. This could be a crisis situation, but through this calamity, there will be the painful process of growth and renewal, the phoenix rising, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. What did I say? A better foundation. Where's that happy 1111 doorway? There we go. Strangely, it's almost as if the planetary energy is in competition with each other. This may be rather exasperating time when you feel provoked and frustrated over booby traps that seem to have been set in your way. It's as if everything is working at cross purposes and you will feel pulled in many directions. Such false leads and failed plans may leave you unable to produce concrete achievement. So that impotence, what I talked about. An area to look at is how you communicate. Are you communicating well? The Gemini energy. Communicate, use your voice. Are you abandoning a worthy project at the last minute to lose it because it lost its shine in an effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? Maybe turning your back on your true purpose. But more simply, your efforts to accomplish more, you are juggling balls in the air. Do you notice as you juggle that you're stuck in the same spot and not much has been achieved? It suggests there is multiple talents that you are able to access, as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus, organisation. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, because opposition is the main energy field of the Grand Cross. Once on track, the momentum towards your attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. It mainly has to do with the shifting of energy and the switching of gear. In regards to relationships or love, they will have a fated quality. You will not want to let go of a person no matter how hard it gets. There will be sacrifices and compromises, and it will be one where you will bump your head. There he has. Dad's banging his head against a brick wall. Head injuries. You are being challenged, and if you do not weather it out and see what the future brings, you will always likely regret letting this relationship go. If the question is about business or career, know that it will happen, but it's going to be hard. You have to be willing to walk the miles. The diligence will be required. What's positive is you're becoming more realistic and more focused. You won't be attracted by glitz and glamour, but looking more towards stability and long-lasting success. A good thing to remember that it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. In fact, this is a period where you need to take stock of all that's brought you to this place. It's time to draw upon your own strength, and in doing so you will move from uncertainty to a place of peace and contentment, a homecoming. Someone's coming home to who they truly are, who they always have been. Yep, surrender. So we've got 11, 12, we've got 10, 11, 12 now. In fact, we've got 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's time to let go. It's time to gain your freedom in those situations that aren't working out, and go with the flow. So it is also your gut instinct, number 12. So it could be of next month or any time in a month between the 10th, the 9th to the 12th. Surrender is a freedom fairy. She has let go of everything that's been holding her back and is ready to fly and be free, unrestrained. You can feel the sense of peace that has come over her, and she is open to whatever is coming her way. Eyes closed and trusting that what lies ahead is exactly what she needs and has asked for. She's ready to end this chapter and begin a new one. Surrender is here to teach us that whatever you're holding on to, it's time to let go. Let yourself be free. Sometimes we hold on to behaviour or beliefs that may have served us in the past but no longer do so. By drawing this card, it's time to take a look at the patterns and situations that have been holding you back. Ask yourself, is this really in my best interest? If not, it's time to take steps to change it. Let go, move ahead, start following the path that gives you joy. As long as it's in your best interest, it will harm no one. Surrender may also be trying to tell you to be yourself. Don't follow the crowd if that isn't you. Create your own path and be true to yourself. Follow your intuition, that gut feeling which you've not been following, and that never lets you down. You're not paranoid. You've seen the truth. This is your true self and your spirit guides. The more you listen to your intuition, the more in touch with yourself you'll become. What a wonderful feeling of freedom when you no longer worry about what's ahead. Take your hands off the steering wheel and step on and go with the flow. Now, when you're driving, please don't do that. Don't be speeding, because it's talking about driving a little bit. 13, so now we have it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not there for no reason. It's also autumn time, Halloween perhaps. So October maybe, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. We shall see. Doesn't happen for no reason, that. Samhain, 31st of October, Day of the Dead. The Celtic cross-quarter holy day that welcomes the beginning of winter. It is a time where the veil between the worlds and of the seen and unseen, the ancestors and spirits of the dead are honoured. Their wisdom and messages are sought. Jack-o'-lanterns lights the path. See, he can't light the path because you're not listening to him, not listening to spirit, but he will when you do. And protect against any evil or mischievous sprites that might be abroad. The ancestors are trying to offer you guidance. Watch for unexpected messages in dreams, chance encounters with strangers, voices whispered on the wind. You have nothing to fear in the dark. I would add to that animals, birds, insects, look them up as animal totems, and angel numbers by Joanne. Find out what they mean. So this is a mystery. Your ancestors are trying to connect, and your connection is becoming deeper. I embody the wisdom of my ancestors. What do the spirits of the dead need you to know? Someone wants to know something. Grandfathers, I would add to that. Horus, this is what they want you to understand. The blue chakra of your throat. Use your voice. Raise your voice. Don't be afraid to speak. Excuse me. That's why they're going for my throat, because they want you to say what's in your heart. Horus is the Egyptian sun god, who is often depicted as the head of the bed, so the sun is the 19. Horus was born to his father Osiris and mother Isis, and had a brother named Seth. Seth killed their father, and as Horus grew up, he swore to avenge his father's death. Horus and Seth engaged in many battles. However, during one of these battles, Seth blinded Horus in his left eye. So we always have this story, don't we, of somebody being injured in the eye. So an eye injury or a head injury. The god Thoth healed and restored Horus, just much like Chiron, which is in the astrology, which enabled him to finally battle and kill Seth. So the battles keep coming, don't stop battling, keep fighting for what you believe in. The eye was then said to be magical and represented the symbol of the power of protection. The story of the wounded, so Turkey I think have that eye, don't they? Wounded eye then became to represent the different phases of the moon. Having the power to protect comes with much responsibility and requires clear sense of judgment. When people you love need protection, it is natural to step into that role, except when you are aware of the wrongdoings. So don't defend anyone who is in the wrong. You must speak your truth, especially at court. Don't lie for somebody, even I don't care how much you love them. So with a warrior personality such as yours, you will find it hard to step aside and let others have their own battles and bear their own consequences. You have an overwhelming need to blindly protect those you love without contemplating the whole situation. Being a martyr, what did I say, denies them the chance to learn from those experiences. They got themselves into this situation and now they need to find their own way out. Give them the chance to manage and learn from this situation by themselves. This is a lesson as much for you as for them. Stay on the fringes, even if it gets messy. Try not to offer support. Times may be tough for your loved one. However, this is real opportunity for them to change their behaviour, begin to have more positive outcome in their lives, and for you, it's a chance to stand back and watch how strong and resilient your loved one really is. So if you've tried everything else, especially with addictions, leave them to it. They've got to make their own way in this world. And that goes for partners, people at work, children, whatever it is. But don't step in and fix things. People will never learn if you do. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.